Nostalgia hoops, nostalgia sports and culture. Happy Sunday. We back. We talking WNBA AllStar game. You know, it's been a lot of controversy over here on my take on who should be in, who should be out. But we finally got the game today, and we also coming with some suggestions on a growing league, 25 years in, and I think Kathy Engelbert and all the good people over at the WNBA need to be open to suggestions. And one of the things that we seen was the 4 point, the 4 pointer. I think more important than the 4 pointer. First thing I would say, everybody need to master the 3 pointer in the WNBA. You know, it's improvements and things like that, but they need to master consistently the 3 pointer before you think about the 4 pointer. You know, because it was a lot of attempts, and I say early on that's cool. Like you take your first couple shots from there, but when you don't have as when the capabilities are limited as compared so say I'm just someone at home Sunday flipping through channels looking for something to watch, and I watch sports, so I might here and there turn through ESPN, see cornhole, NBA season not going on. I mean, we know summer league on, but summer league games, typically a little later in the day, sometime earlier. No summer league games on, no cornhole on. Oh, some basketball. I like hoop. Let me check this WNBA AllStar game out. This should be good. Now, this is where I say it's dangerous. The NBA has a bit more leeway on missing and doing certain stuff. They have a bit more leeway because of, like I said, it's still a young league in the WNBA. So this you have further refined skill set, ability to jump out the gym, ability to consistently shoot from three, ability for guys like Steph and Dame. We've seen Steph put on the show in Cleveland, pulling from crazy distance and stuff like that. So you have a bit more leeway. The handles of guys like Kyrie, we seen him put on shows, and just all type of things that you can just expect from that game. But when you're a new league and you're trying to get new fans, you want to catch, especially you on ESPN, you want to have your best product in front of the world. And I know I had suggested putting it on NBA All-Star weekend, maybe pushing it back, having your selections, and then doing it on NBA All-Star game to highlight it. But I say even before you do that, you need to make sure you're putting the best product, because this is a commercial for, hey, come watch our game. This is the best of the best that we have. That's why I think it's so important that you choosing the right people, not based on affirmative action picks or somebody's retiring or nothing like that. You want the best of the best, because if this is my only time watching, you better make sure that I'm watching the best of the best. And if I'm coming in and I'm seeing a bunch of shots miss and stuff like, and this is not the game. Shout out to John Quill Jones. Shout out to Kelsey Plum. Shout out to the good of the game. John Quill's first quarter was crazy and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, as far as growing, and I'm talking more so to those who are already tuned in, not necessarily somebody new and this was their first time watching. So I'm saying you don't want to tune in and just see a bunch of missed shots and stuff like that, because you'll be like, oh man, they ain't, if you already had a stigma, you just perpetuating that even more. So I know it sounds like pressure or maybe unfair or whatever, but it just is what it is, and you have to think about that. The other thing I would say is dunk. You need to make the rim lower. Make the rim lower. This is where you test it. I don't care nothing about a 4 point shot, because that's only more realistic for NBA, because they've refined their game to that point to where Steph, Dame, Trey Young, that's just what they're doing. I'm not worried about that for the WNBA right now. As more so, I would be worried about seeing how does a shorter rim look. How does it look? Do we get more dunks? Do we get exciting dunks from those that can already dunk? How does that look? And I think you'll begin to draw more. It's just something fun to watch, and you'll make that weekend fun, and also add a big financial, a sizable bonus. a sizable bonus. Like a TBT, I think they get an M or something like that, because then you're gonna incentivize everybody to really go out there and play more so, like, NBA play for charity and stuff like that, and they can get big money. I think this money needs to go in the WNBA player pockets, because they're still, not making as much comparatively. So I think if you put a sizable bonus, that you will incentivize hard play. And I think for their league, on a growing league, now maybe 30, 40 years from now, they can just play around and have fun and stuff like that. But right now, when you're trying to, this is your commercial, you featuring the best of the best. Drop that rim so we can get some more dunks from those that can already dunk. Maybe they can do some, crazy, not just the basic slams. And then you can start getting players that you didn't think had any bounce, some dunks from them. So that would be something I want. And I will also just want hard, real play. You're just not at the point where you can play around yet. This is the commercial. So make the best commercial possible. And I think a financial incentives and a lower rim is ways that you can improve the WNBA All-Star game. Nostalgia Hoops, Nostalgia Sports and Culture. Let me know what you thought about this game. Did you enjoy it? Did you feel the right person won MVP? Should John Quill still have won MVP? Does winning matter in this game? Do you want to see a lower rim? Let me know in the comments. I'm off.